Hi, welcome to 7 great and useful tips for weight loss. My name is Tyler Teffet, and my website is mydietwithcookies.com. Once again, that's mydietwithcookies.com. Today I wanted to cover 7 different tips related to weight loss and having a healthy eating plan. So I thought I'd just go right through them. The first one is having a regular eating schedule, and what I mean by that is typically you should eat somewhere between 6 to 8 times a day, and that would include breakfast, a snack, then lunch, a snack, dinner, and then a snack. And using that example, that's 6 times, but it could be anywhere from 6 to 8 times. The idea is, or the thought process on eating 6 to 8 times, is that your body is constantly receiving fuel to burn, and consequently your metabolism will burn burn calories at a higher level. So that's number one. Number two is plan meals and snacks. The more you can do advanced planning on what you're going to eat for the following day, or plan in the first thing in the morning, the more likely you will avoid having an unhealthy meal because you haven't planned your meal and you're just kind of forced to have fast food or whatever happens to be around you. The next tip is eat slow. The slower that you eat, the better. For one, you eat less, and for two, you become full before you've actually sometimes finished your meal. So that's a huge tip to follow. The next one is fruits, vegetables, and natural foods. All 3 of these are your friend, and the more you can eat either fruits, vegetables, and natural foods, the better healthy diet plan you'll be on. In particular, fruits and vegetables, the recommended quantity is 5 per day. The next one down the list is avoid high fat and sugar. You want to avoid high fat because generally it's high in calories, which means you have to burn more. And sugar, thinking there, the less sugar you can intake, or if you intake too much sugar, it kind of messes up your metabolism and the way your system digests and processes the calories. So that one, if you can adhere to, is a good one. The next one is monitor calories. Now, I'm not a big believer in you have to keep down every single calorie, but I do think you should monitor calories and be aware of what your calorie intake is. Sometimes, if you keep track of it, you'd be pretty surprised how many calories you're actually consuming. And if you kind of do the math, it'll quickly become obvious why you're either putting on weight or not losing weight. And then the last one is what I consider my super secret diet tip. And it's kind of the basis for my whole website here. Is one of the big challenges when you're dieting is hunger. You're constantly hungry, and those hunger pains ultimately cause you to fail because you end up eating too much, or eating high calorie things to fend off that hunger craving. Well, there's these cookies. They're called diet cookies, and they're made by a guy named Dr. Siegel, and he's been around for a long time. And these cookies, the way they're designed, actually eliminate the hunger pains. And you can eat up to 6 a day. So it kind of gives you the best of both worlds. It gives you that psychological feeling like you're cheating or having a sweet, but it's helping you control and eliminate or reduce the hunger pains. So I'm a big believer in this, and I recommend after listening to this video you click on the link to my site and just check it out and see if it's for you. Of course, anytime you're dieting or you're trying to do weight loss, always keep in mind that you should talk with a doctor and be prepared for have an examination first and get the blessing of your doctor of whatever diet plan you're following. So hope you found this information useful, and I appreciate you watching and listening in and visiting my site. Have a good one.